Hello, it's Brian from howtoplayguitarcorrectly.com. What I'd like to talk today about is how to sit and hold the guitar correctly when you're starting out. You know, I really can't stress how important it is when you start out to play guitar, how holding it in the correct manner is going to benefit you from a lot of frustration in the long run. A lot of people start out the wrong way and develop a lot of tension that's going to hinder them. So, um, there's two ways. The first way is the traditional method we're going to talk about, and that's the more common method where your guitar is resting on your right leg. If you've been playing a little while, sometimes you'll notice your right leg toe will kind of go up a little bit, raise up. It's just telling you it needs to be elevated. I started out using books to elevate my foot up, and then I got a footstool, which looks just like this, and they're adjustable to whatever height is comfortable for you. And you'll adjust it and then put your guitar over your right leg and be in a position similar to this. You want to keep your back straight, you know, kind of from the small of your back, kind of sit up straight. And avoid trying to get all hunched over and crunched in, trying to look. You get like this, and you're going to be developing a lot of tension in your shoulders and your arms. You're gonna be playing in a lot of pain. You know, you're gonna notice it, but you're gonna get used to it without even knowing it, and you're gonna just start playing like that, and your ability to learn and get any better is just gonna be hindered significantly. So you want to put yourself in a position where you're going to be playing with no stress or tension and be as comfortable as possible. This is the first method, again, with your right leg elevated, guitar on your right leg. The second one is the classical position, which basically is you move the stool over to the footrest over to your left leg, elevate it, and rest your guitar on your left leg. Usually, depending on what kind of guitar it is, but usually fits right nicely right on the body of your guitar. And then it'll rest, the bottom of your guitar will rest on your right leg, the inner thigh. I recommend this method actually over the other one starting out because I think you're going to be a little more comfortable. I think the neck is going to be have less movement in it to where you can just concentrate on practicing instead of being comfortable with the guitar. I think if you start out like this, you'll probably be more comfortable. Again, and I would recommend starting out on a stool of some sort. I'm sitting on one that's about a ½ inch thick. I wouldn't recommend any kind of soft, like a cushion, like on a couch or a bed or anything like that. I would start out on like a stool, which I'm using. And one other piece of advice for if you're going to be starting out on the method, the traditional way, I think you're not going to have as much control over your guitar. I would recommend you getting a guitar strap and using it. That's going to stabilize it a little bit better and give you more control so you can focus on your practicing. And that way you'll get used to it. So every time you practice this way, just put your strap on and you'll get used to it and feel comfortable with it. Both methods are going to feel a little uncomfortable at first, but it won't take long to get used to it. I would suggest the classical method starting out though. So thank you. We'll talk to you soon.